Welcome back to Afternoon Express. It's time to make it all so sweet. Let's seal the deal, okay? Because, you know, one of the most loved sweet treats out there has to be a smooth, velvety cheesecake. Everyone loves one. And if you shy away from making the baked version, our baking experts are here to show you the tried and trusted way with royal baking powder. It can't go wrong. It simply cannot go wrong. But before we say goodbye to both of you, we know that the two of you really have had your time in the kitchen. You've had your time with the baking trays. Just in summary, short, quick, punchy, what have you got to say to people who are so inspired now and want to get their talent out?
I feel like you should just go for it. Just take the first push, jump.
Yeah.
Just jump.
Take the first push. This is the push. Jump into it. Enter, taste
Sink or
master.
swim. Natural swim.
Tahila, final words.
Like I said before, you'll never know unless you just try.
You will.
Rather do it and then learn from it than not do it.
Oh, man,
and
I love
regret
that.
it.
Yeah, you never know, really, until you try it. I don't know how this cake is going to taste, but we are going to try it because we're going to make it here, right now, making use of our royal baking powder. Okay, let's get down to business. So let's start with you, MTS. What have you got?
It's all about that bass. No treble.
I'm all about that. I almost sang this, so you almost do want to sing. No treble.
We're doing something different. So you used to that like very crumbly biscuit base.
Yeah.
This is a bit more textured.
Okay.
So you can either have it light and fluffy, or you can bake it longer and have it crumbly.
But is it still as thick as it would be if we were making it the normal, traditional way?
Exactly, so you can have it both ways. It all depends on how you would like to have it.
Okay, let's go. So what have you mixed there?
So what we have here is flour and the baking powder, and then this will make it light and fluffy.
Great.
You're going to mix that into your butter, eggs, and sugar. I'm folding again.
Folding again. The folding doesn't stop. It seems that is the number one scientific sort of inclusion in the science of baking.
Exactly.
So you're mixing all of that up. I see there's a whisk there. So when are we whisking and when are we folding in?
So you would have whisked your egg whites to a certain point so that it's light and fluffy, and then you also whisk your eggs, your actual eggs and the butter.
Okay, great.
Now you just want to fold.
Fold. Oh, look at you. I mean, you're folding it in a rather romantic fashion.
Exactly.
And Tahila, how are we doing it? What are we doing that side?
On this side, we've got some cream cheese in the bowl, so just add it in the eggs. What you want to do is whip up your cream cheese until it's fluffy, and then you add your eggs in one by one. This is going to give you some, arm strength. You need some arm strength for this.
MTS going in with?
The egg whites. So the egg whites is the light and fluffy texture that's going to make our base rise.
So we will have done that. We would have mixed our eggs up front, and we also topped it up with egg whites.
With egg whites. So the egg whites is the fluffy.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, it's going to be so good.
Delicious. It's all about that.
I do love how MTS can speak about any process of the baking process, any stage of it, and just really make it a Valentine's Day commercial. Fluffy, nice, ooh, so nice. Okay, well, I'll tell you, I will be the judge of that, MTS.
Here we go. You love it.
I do love it indeed.
Love it. We'll all love it.
It's very velvety, hey, Tahila?
What I love about this cheesecake filling is that when you add the royal baking powder to it, it gives it that fluffiness instead of folding in egg whites and doing that whole process. This gives it that nice fluffy souffle finish.
This is an easy recipe. I mean, how long would... So once you've done all of this, what do you do?
So like I said, you can do it either of two ways. You can either bake this and you'll get the nice fluffy texture, or you can actually bake it longer and then process it and get the crumbly texture like we did here.
Like we did here.
The world is your oyster.
The world is your oyster, Tahila. Let's go.
So now that we've got our filling...
Oh, look at it go. Look at it go.
It's velvety before it even goes in the oven.
Wow.
So you bake this on a lower temperature just because you don't want it to crack and crumble. So probably about half an hour to 40 minutes.
I want my fingers in that bowl while that's going on. And that baking tips, MTS, because I know people often ask you. I'm sure you've got aunties who just go, okay, MTS, now I've got a thing happening there by me. Tell me top tip. What are your top tips?
Okay, so baking tips that I've learned from my executive chef at work is to keep eggs and butter at room temperature.
Yes, it's a good one, that. It's a very good one to remember. And Tahila?
On my side, always measure your ingredients, whether it's with a scale or cup, just keep it accurate.
Precision is the name of the game. Okay, listen here. This recipe is going to be one to please the crowd. And if you think you can top that, then show us by entering the new season of the Taste Master SA simply by going on to thetastemaster.co.za and share a video about yourself, why you love baking with Royal Baking Powder, and be sure to get your entries in before the 23rd of April. There isn't that much time. Start thinking about it, and then you could soon be hitting the big time with the Taste Master. Let's get the rest of the team in, because of course this cake is not just for looking at.
And it's not going to eat itself.
It's not going to eat itself.
Well done, guys. What an incredible creation. Looks delicious.
It looks so good.
Candice, your type of thing?
Very good.
Very
good.
I got Candice, do you have a sweet tooth?
Yeah.
You can tell. I can tell. She's been looking at the cake. This has been wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing your baking tips and passion with us, guys.